Hi everybody, Wheeling Pathfinder here, and today's video, yes, it's in the video game world, but don't worry, I'm not turning into a video game channel. This is simply one of the many ways that I want to try this new concept that I've had for a video idea, and that's going to be a sort of open conversation about whether it be a certain emotion I've had during the week, or a certain memory that I have during the week, or a certain experience, and exploring how thoughts, ideas, experiences affect our day-to-day life and affect how and why we think and feel the way that we do. So today I kind of wanted to explore the idea of, well, why? Why start this type of content in the first place? Why start this type of series? And how I think it's going to be effective for someone else. My how and why, the why is to help, as I've sort of come to realize throughout my time in school, to help me sort of be able to self-reflect on the way I've handled things throughout the years, and the way that I've done things throughout the years, and the way that we as people communicate, and the way that we as people think, and how those thought processes can lead to better or worse results, depending on how we internalize and how we externalize what has happened to us. For some background, I'm a student studying social service work, and we were having a lecture on this exact topic, and I thought it interesting and wanted to expand it into some of the topics we've already covered here on the channel. And I find that incredibly interesting, and so I decided to write it down in a journal today, and once I kind of collected enough thoughts there, I decided to try throwing it into a video. How do you explain this in a video format to those around you? So when your words are failing you and your ideas seem to be failing you, you can still reach for something that helps you explain what's going on in that particular moment. And if you've ever felt the same way, just know that you're not alone in that feeling or in that idea, and to know that people are out there all the time experiencing different pulls and different struggles and different emotions. And so, as we start to explore more of this series and more of this conversation, I want to hear your thoughts, your questions, your concerns, if you will, and how you view things. I want this to be a open dialogue, or at least as open as we can have in the current situation. For us to actually grow as people and grow as a community, and to actually have more outlets in the world for people to talk. I think it's incredibly important and incredibly interesting when things like this happen, and seeing the different reactions and seeing the different sort of thought processes people go through. I know myself, I've gone through a bunch of different thought processes, a bunch of different ideas and plannings and all kinds of other things throughout my years, and I kind of want to now use them as a time to showcase them and talk about them and see, do I still feel the same way, and if I do feel the same way, how can I both cope with it better and advise other people how to cope with it well? Because if I'm going to be doing this long term and as a job and everything, well, I better get good at explaining. And so if you're the same way, then welcome. Consider subscribing, because I hope to do more of this type of stuff. With this time, I hope to get better at communicating and better explaining myself and explaining my ideas and explaining things, so hopefully there's less pausing and mumbling and uncertainty in my own in my own voice. There is a certain calmness that comes with doing this, and a certain realization that comes with doing this that I've been looking forward to and enjoying in the background and in my mind the last little while. And if you feel the same, let me know. And even if you disagree with me, let me know. However you feel on this subject, let me know. It's part of the dialogue that I want to create and part of the experience that I want to create. And with that, I know this video's been kind of rambly and kind of short, but that's a first draft for you. I hope that by the time I make it again, and then I make the next one, that I've improved a bit and that I've gotten some feedback from you all. And maybe you'll, you know, have a little story to tell, a little something more to go off of. And if you got anything out of this video and enjoyed this at all, go ahead and let me know with a little comment or a little like, if you have the ability to and have the time to. And if you think I've earned it, give me a subscription as well, and hopefully you'll be able to get some more content out of this in the future. And with that, I have been the Dueling Pathfinder. I hope you've enjoyed my ramblings and my looking forward to of this series. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. The next one should be a fair bit longer, as I'm hoping to cover more in-depth topics rather than just sort of the vague sense of why I'm doing this. And if... yeah, I just be rambling again, so I guess I'll save myself for the rambling. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.